about this concurrent enrollment process. As Patrick was saying, it is new for us, and this is our second time. We're getting better every time, so anything you can do to help us and let us know what else we need to do, we're happy to hear that. I want to emphasize to you students, this is a college class. This is not a practice run at college. This is an actual college level class. It will be on your college transcript forever. So part of your academic record forever, take it very seriously, just as you would as if you were a full-time college student at KU. So be sure that you do everything that you need to do to get the best grade possible in this class. Failing this class could have implications on your GPA to carry forward. It could have implications on financial aid availability in the future if you needed financial aid at another institution. So be sure, again, to take this very seriously. So we want to make your experience as much the same as a traditional college student at KU. So we decided this year to have you apply online, like everyone does, to have you enroll online, set up your ID online, pay your bill online. We will communicate with you through your KU email. Everything we do for our traditional KU students, we're going to do with you so that you can get the experience of a college student, not only with the KU systems and processes, but at another institution. If you choose to go to another institution, it could be very similar. So we want to give you that opportunity to kind of understand how that works. So this hopefully will help you, and we're here to walk you through it and help you do anything that you need or that you have questions on to help you get everything accomplished. We've handed out a brochure and an FAQ card that you can look through that has some of the information there. It might answer some of your questions. The important thing that we want to go over with you today is this instruction sheet that we have handed out. Does everyone have one? Anyone not have one of these instruction sheets? Great. This, step one, how to apply. So as I mentioned, you're going to be applying online. So you'll go to the KU website and choose Apply Now. And then you are applying as a non-degree seeking student. That's the type of application that this is, non-degree seeking. The benefit to that is, number one, you don't have to meet any admission requirements as a non-degree seeking student to get into KU. So that just simplifies that whole process for this particular program. If you choose to apply to KU later, as to come in the fall 17 semester, then you would apply for that as degree seeking. And that would be a traditional degree seeking student where you'd have to give us your transcript, your test scores, all the things you need to do to apply to college normally. But this is a little bit of a short route for us and for this program. You'll create an account with our vendor that has our online application. You'll select non-degree application. And there are some specific questions to this program that we'd like for you to be able and answer specifically. So the program, there's a question that says, are you attending as part of a grant, funded, or special program? Yes, is the answer to that. Please select your program, that's other. And then you will type in LHS, or you will type in Free State High School concurrent enrollment, whichever high school you're at. And then you will provide the program code, which is HSCE, High School Concurrent Enrollment. What that code allows is for you to submit the application without paying an application fee. So you want to be sure and use that code, and it should allow you to continue on without paying the application fee for this time around. If you apply again as a degree-seeking student for the fall of 17, you will be paying the application fee. So this code is only for use for this particular program. Then you will just complete the remainder of that application and submit. Now at the end it says pay and submit. So if you've used this code, don't worry about that. Go ahead and click pay and submit, and it should allow you to continue on without actually paying by this code. If anyone has any problems whatsoever, please let us know. Contact information is on the back. My name, Jeff's name, from the Registrar's office and Steve Grennis from the Registrar's office. Any of us can help you with any of the steps to this program. So be sure and contact us. It would be better than contacting just KU in general because this is such a specific program to you. So we want to be sure you're getting the help that you need directly. So contact us if you have any questions.
If we have a student that's taking the English class just in the spring, do they still put in fall 2016?
No. If you're just taking the English class in the spring semester, then you will put in.
Well,
and they
17 is not going to be an
It's not
option.
going to be on there.
It'll have to be fall 16.
So they'll go ahead and do
They'll
fall
go ahead and
2016.
do fall of 16 for now because the 17 terms are not available on that one yet.
How do
This
we
is
know if
early.
we're taking it first or second semester?
I think they moved the English to second.
I think they're all
It's
second
only
semester. Mhm.
Okay.
So we will know from the list that we receive from the school what course you're enrolled in, when it is. So technically this gets you into KU, but some of the details we'll be getting from the school and from lists and the counselors and such to tell us what class you're in, what semester it's going to be. Is it the year-long math? Is it first semester or second semester English? Yes?
Probably both the first or second semester English. It's offered both.
That's what they were talking about. They were just mentioning that possibly the English class here is going to move to just second semester. Possibly. That's not decided yet.
I think they just decided today.
Okay, we just decided today that the English will be second semester. So again, go ahead and fill this out and say you're entering fall of 16, just for the purposes of this application, and we will get the list for who's in what class, what term. Okay, you need to complete this application by May 20th. It needs to be done by that. It's very simple. It doesn't take very long at all. So please just get in there and get it taken care of. You can do it on any type of device. You can do it on your phone or a tablet, iPad, laptop, any type of device you want to use, you can use it. It is adaptable to the different devices. So it's simple to do, and we'll get you into the system that way. Now on the back, we have your next steps. So approximately 2 weeks after you submit your application, maybe a little sooner, kind of depends on the volume that we get at different times of the year. So about 2 weeks after submitting this application, you can check your admission status. And at admissions.ku.edu/status, you will look to see when you are admitted. When it says that you've been admitted, it will show you your KU ID number. It'll be assigned to you right then. That is the ID number that you will use to set up your KU online ID. So really what your KU online ID is your username and password. That's pretty much what that's considered, username and password. It's ID and it's confusing, but the online ID is like a username. It will be assigned to you as an alphanumeric. So mine is L, number, B, number. And I've changed mine to be Lisa Beck, so that on my email, it shows Lisa Beck instead of L, number, B, number, which no one can remember. So this step here will help you do that and make those changes. It will also allow you to create an email alias, that's what I'm just mentioning. It will also allow you to forward emails from your KU email to a personal email, because we will be communicating to you through your new KU email. So you must keep track of that. You must check it or have it forwarded to a personal account that you do check. Any notifications that you get there, if you say I didn't get it because you didn't check your email, that is not going to fly. So it's very important that you check that KU email. That is now your link to KU as a student. Okay? All right, I'm going to hand it over to Jeff. Introduce yourself and for the next steps.
My name's Jeff Roberts. I am the Assistant University Registrar, and that was the application side of things, and I'm going to talk to you about what you do after you've been accepted. So one thing Lisa mentioned, which I'm going to reiterate, is that this is a real college course. It's really important that you keep that in mind. It's going to go on your KU transcript and your high school transcript, and it's a grade that will follow you. So don't forget that. It's a lot of responsibility because that will follow you. Okay, so after you're admitted, you're gonna get an email in mid-June, and it's gonna give you information on a couple of things. One thing is delegate access. Your records, your college records are protected just like any other college student's records are. So we can't release information to anybody other than you, the student, unless you give us permission to do so. So your account information, your financial information, your academic record information, all of that is protected. And setting up delegate access will allow your parents or your guardian to contact us to get that information. And it also allows them to pay that tuition bill. I don't know if any of you students were planning on paying for that yourself, but if you want parents to pay, make sure you set up that delegate access. And you do that. To do that, you have to tell us who you want us to release the information to, give us their email address, and tell us what information we can give out. And once that's done, an email will go to that delegate with a password that they will use to log in. They can change the password, and then they can also log in and assign themselves a 4-digit PIN number. And they'll use that PIN number if they need to contact KU for any questions.
Jeff, can they set it up so the parents only see the payment stuff and not the grades?
They can, yeah, that's an option.
So the question was, can the student set it up so the parents only see what they need to pay and not anything else? That is possible.
Right. I'll leave that up to you and your
Right.
parents.
You could talk amongst yourself on that.
And also in mid-June, the email is gonna give you information about your enrollment appointment. And that's gonna be the first day and time that you'll be allowed to enroll in these classes. And you're gonna wanna do that as soon as possible, just to get everything out of the way. The email is gonna have the specific course numbers for the classes that you're going to enroll in, either the Math 101 or the English 101. And you shouldn't enroll in anything else without permission. If you do enroll in any other KU courses, you're gonna be assessed the standard in-state tuition rate as opposed to that discounted concurrent enrollment rate.
Is that $309 still gonna be good for this next term?
Yeah, $309.
Yeah, the rate for the class, the 3-hour class, is $309 total, $103 per credit hour. Traditionally, the in-state tuition rate is $313 a credit hour. So a huge discount for you to do this. This is a wonderful opportunity for you.
And that's it. Some other dates to keep in mind. The bill is gonna generate in late August, and you're gonna need to pay the bill by mid-September. And you're gonna get all this information in an email in June. So if you have any questions, my contact information is on this info sheet. Just shoot me an email or give me a call.
So are there any questions? Yes, ma'am.
There was a note saying that, to get into the math class, you have to have your ACT score submitted.
You want to take that, Joel?
The high school will be determining students that qualify to be in this math class. And part of it was the ACT. You do not have to submit your ACT to KU for this particular program for this reason. The high school is determining the qualifications. I know a lot of you have not even taken the ACT yet, and that's okay. There are other things that they're looking at, not only ACT, to determine your qualifications to make sure that you will be successful in that class. So that is not a concern at this time. If you apply as degree seeking for the fall of 17, you do need to submit your test scores when you take them. Okay, over here.
The English class is 3 hours, yes, and then in the math class is how many hours?
The English class is 3 hours. It lasts for 1 semester. Traditional college time frame. The math class, however, is also 3 credit hours, However, the high school's chosen to stretch that through the whole year. It's really a semester class for KU and it's 3 credit hours, but for this program, they're stretching it the entire year to be able to do that.
Do the grades that are on college or just pass fail?
It is an actual grade.
It's a grade, and it's on the transcript.
And there are plus minuses. Remember that from last year. That's a difference, a different thing. We do have plus minus at KU on the grades. Yes, ma'am.
So since the English class is the second semester, will we be doing this again for the English class at the end of 2016? Just so that it's available to enroll now?
Once you apply as non-degree seeking, again, I think the school is going to keep track for us and send us lists so we know which one you're in. Are you going to be in spring, fall semester? Are they going to have an English fall? Or are they going to wait till spring and all the English students are going to be in the spring semester? They're going to work that out, make sure everybody's in there, and then they will let us know. So go ahead and apply. Say you're in for fall of 16. We will work it out with the school and the list of where everyone is going to be.
I don't know exactly when the enrollment will take place, though. I don't know if we're doing that for spring.
Exactly. I am not sure for spring when you will enroll in that class. It may be later. So we'll send you information. If it's not the June timeframe, then we will send you information later to enroll in that class. It possibly could be later.
Technically, it'll still be on the place in our schedule.
Yes.
Yes. So it will be, you'll still be in the,
But on the KU side, I don't know if that will happen
right.
at the same time. that
It
we-
probably will not because that class will not be ready to enroll in for KU purposes. Yes, ma'am.
When we fill out this application, this part of it, will we also be putting out that, if the college algebra class and the English class in this?
When you fill out the application, you will not be indicating any classes at that time. You are just applying as a non-degree seeking student that you want to take, your student, wants to take some class. That is the only thing, the application for admission. We are just getting you admitted to KU first step. Specifically, what class you will be enrolling in will be the next step later on in June. And then that's when you are assigned a time, a day and a time to actually enroll in that class. So the
And-
application will not be asking you which course, when you're gonna take it. It will not ask those questions.
And you'll be given the specific class numbers or course numbers, so you don't have to worry about hunting
Figure it
those
out.
down.
When you say enrolling, you might say enrolling for KU, because those kids have already requested those classes for us.
Right.
Okay, so the difference is, for the high school, you have already requested and enrolled in your classes for next year. For KU, you haven't enrolled with KU yet, and so that will be the difference. You're in the classes that you've enrolled in for the high school, but for KU, it's an additional step. So you are in the class for the high school purposes right now. You've already enrolled in that. For the college piece of it, will come in the summer and then possibly again in the spring if we're going to wait for the English to be in the spring semester
Yeah, you kind of have to do the enrollment twice, once with the high school and then again with
with
KU.
us. Right. Okay, yes, ma'am.
Probably, I know you've explained this a couple different times.
That's okay.
But if your student is not doing math, and they're only doing English, and I believe someone said it's gonna be in the spring semester.
Appears that way.
Still need to enroll by May 20th, even though they're not taking anything in the fall, and they would just take a spring class, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, I was making sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So you were saying that if a student wishes to take another class at KU that's not English 101 or Math 101, then they would have to actually like enroll and pay in-state tuition.
Yes.
That's correct.
that course.
If the student wants to take another class outside of this concurrent enrollment program, a class, excuse me, at KU, just on your own, you would have to enroll in that class and pay for the in-state regular tuition.
They'll need permission from the principal.
And you also need permission from the principal in order to do that. When you're a current high school student, you have to have permission. So concurrent enrollment gives you permission. For other classes, you will have to obtain permission from the principal to be able to do that.
So if we're non-degree seeking students, like how difficult is it to enroll in other schools? Like, do you have to technically transfer?
If you want to use this course to transfer to another institution, let's say you're not going to apply to KU for your freshman year of college, I don't know why, but if you're not, okay, I guess I can live with that. Then you would transfer that course to the institution that you're going to. You would ask KU to send an official transcript, which will have your course and your grade on it, to that institution you're going to, and they will accept that as transfer credit to whatever course it applies to.
And then if you do want to apply to KU, would you reapply as a degree?
If you do want to apply to KU for the fall 17 semester, yes, you will apply, again, going through the same system, but you will be selecting a new freshman application as degree seeking. And the class that you took will apply to the degrees at KU. It's already on your KU record. There may just be a form that says, I need to switch this from non-degree status to degree status.
Right.
And that's just a paperwork thing to move it from the different status within KU's ranks.
And then one more thing.
Sure.
If you don't get an A+ in the class, does your GPA drop?
If you do not get an A+ does it drop?
If you
Your
If you-
high school GPA?
Well, there is a grade for KU. The grade will be on your KU transcript as well as your high school transcript. So whatever grade you get in the course applies to your high school GPA and then starts your KU GPA.
If you've got a 4.0 now, high school GPA, and I don't know how many points the A+, is that 4.0 or is that?
It's 4.
It's 4?
An A of any rank is 4.
Okay. So an A-, I guess, if you got an A-, that would also be a 4. So anything below an A- would drop your high school GPA?
So for the high school, an A is an A, right? For college, for KU, there's an A+, an A, and an A-. So it's a little bit of a difference, and there's a little bit of point difference as you go down the line.
Can you speak a little bit, if they take math and English 101, and then they apply as a degree seeking as an incoming freshman, taking these classes, they're still eligible for scholarship opportunities as a new incoming freshman?
Okay, so the question is, or what I want to mention to you, is taking these classes as high school students, as concurrent enrollment, you are still eligible to be a new incoming freshman for fall of 17, and you will be eligible for any scholarship opportunities for new freshmen. Just because you have some KU credits, as non-degree seeking, you are still eligible to be, you're like coming in fresh as a new freshman student to KU. And so you will be eligible for everything that a new freshman is eligible for.
What if after the summer after they graduate, they pick up 6 hours at Johnson County and then apply? Is there a limit on the hours?
No.
Go ahead.
You're still a freshman if you take it.
But does it eliminate your scholarship opportunities?
So the summer, the concurrent enrollment classes now that you're taking while you're still in high school, the summer after you graduate, if you want to take some classes, say at Johnson County or get a few things in, that still counts as being in high school to us, the summer after. The minute you hit fall semester of that next term, so for you, fall of 17, wherever you attend college, you have just moved to a transfer student if you attend somewhere else. So if at fall of 17, you take one class, but you're not quite ready to go to KU yet, so you're gonna take a couple classes at Johnson County, and then you wanna come in the spring to KU, you are a transfer student, and that does knock you out of freshman eligibility scholarships. So the fall, right after you graduate, is when the clock starts ticking for us of being a new freshman student. Anywhere you go at the fall of 17, you are a new freshman. After that, you don't come to KU and you want to come back, you're a transfer. That is a big difference. Yes, sir?
Okay, I have 2 questions for you, and one of them may be for the transfer. The English is only in the spring. If they've signed up
They would have signed up, they knew early on it was just a semester class. It could have been listed either way, but we'll make sure they're all in the spring, put the other English class in the fall.
We had 2 English classes every year.
So the question was, if your students signed up for a year of English, well, actually, your students, the counselors knew that the students would be in a semester of English for this program. So they will adjust. If you're being moved to spring because you thought it might be in the fall, your counselors will make sure that you're getting a class in that slot.
And if they take this class, when they enroll in KU, is there a process where they have to ask KU to move that class to their college transcript like they would if they were gonna go to Fort Hays, or is it just automatically there?
For taking the class here, and if you want to go and transfer that to another school, that is on your college transcript as soon as you get a grade. And you can request KU to send a transcript to Fort Hays, let's say, Fort Hays State, and that course is on there. There is only a form that you have to fill out if you come to KU to switch that from a non-degree status to a degree status type of course. It's only within KU.
So the transcript will show the class and the grade and the points. It will have that it was listed, it'll list the program, which is gonna be non-degree seeking, on the transcript, if that's what you're asking.
No, my question is if you take this course this year, and then next year, after your senior year, you decide you're gonna go to KU, do you have to move that credit into a KU? It's just already.
It's already there, you're just going to have to ask that it be changed from, not
Non-degree.
applying towards the degree to applying towards the degree.
And that's just a form, just a paperwork piece, that's all. Within KU, we just have to move from one bucket to the other. Other questions?
How widely is the credit accepted beyond the state of Kansas? Like if I'm going to Yale or Princeton?
How widely are the courses accepted? Really, these are very common general education courses. The college algebra, very common course. The English composition, the 101, the beginning English, very common. So it should transfer, these two courses should transfer to many institutions across the country. I won't say every single one, but it would be very few that it would not transfer to, I would think.
AAU above, like your level grade?
He was saying AAU and above, but actually, it could transfer to a community college. So there are these courses, most of the post-secondary institutions teach them.
Yeah, I mean, it's really up to the individual institution,
It
but
is.
there's probably not gonna be many out there that wouldn't take it as transfer.
Yes, ma'am.
The KU has a program called the Honors Program, and if I remember, the courses that go into that honors program are kind of in their own category. Would this class follow that category?
This is not the honors version of the class, of the English class specifically. So I would have you, if you're interested in KU, I would have you discuss that with the honors program and ask them specifically how that would fit into their program. Other questions? I know we have some people that came in later that do not have one of these forms. We'd be happy to get those to you.